Alright guys, so today the objective is we're going to make a rebar knife, hopefully a few of them. So here's our piece of rebar we're going to use. We're going to take this thing, basically I'm just going to leave the whole thing one solid piece. It's not going to really have like a wooden handle or anything like that. All it's going to be is I'm going to hold on to something here, and then about to here is going to be a blade probably. Alright, here's your metal. So we'll go ahead and put her in the forge there. And then, let's see, okay. Get some gas going. Hold up, I'm trying to light this one-handed. Now, I'm putting my phone down before I gas myself in here. It's lit. Crank her up. I have to adjust this thing a little bit. Right about there. There we go. Now that should take no time to heat up. Okay, so here I'm just kind of working on stretching out the metal a bit. That rebar is pretty thick stuff, so I'm just kind of mashing it down into a formable billet. So that's all I was doing for this first part here. So once I get it all mashed down to about, I don't know, pretty thin, I don't know how thin, but a good thickness for a blade, I'll stop mashing it down and I'll start forming the blade a little bit. You can see I started forming it there a little bit, hitting that one side, flipping it around and stuff, making sure it's even all throughout the blade. Alright, so fast forward here a bit. You can see I'm just kind of working on the belly of the knife and stuff, kind of trying to give it that blade profile. So still I'm just flipping it back and forth, trying to flatten it out evenly on each side. Okay, fast forward even more. You can see I'm really just working on giving it the blade profile look. I'm hitting it a few times on the top and then mashing it back down flat again, making sure it's all staying even. I'm not getting any cold shuts or anything like that. Just always keep that steel moving. So I'm just working it back and forth, back and forth. I'm doing here, this is more for looks than anything. I'm just kind of mashing down each end, kind of giving it a taper on the end of the knife. And that's so you could like drill a hole through it, and then you could like give it some, like a little paracord lanyard or something like that. I didn't end up drilling a hole through it. You'll find out later here in the video why. But that's what the original plan was to do, but it didn't end up happening. But I don't know, it just kind of looks cool having the end of it mashed down, just gives it character. Alright guys, so here's our rebar knife, you know. So I think it's looking pretty good so far. I've got about 3 things left to do on it now. One, I'd like to drill a hole right there where somebody could put like a little paracord lanyard in there or something like that if they wanted to. And then it's also for looks, you know, it just looks nice. And then another thing I'd like to do is, well, not like to do, what I'm gonna do is I need to put my bevels in there. And then you can see I kind of forged them in there already. Look how thin that side is. And then you come on this side, you see how thick it is over there. So the bevels are pretty much in there. I just need to shape them up. And then once I do all that, I need to put the wire wheel, this thing, on the grinder. And then I'll put it in the vise and clean it up real nice. And yeah, after that it'll pretty much be done. Okay, here's the knife so far. As you can see, I'm an idiot and can't drill. I drilled the crookedest hole I've ever seen. It was supposed to be like way up here. It was like way down here. You can kind of see it, which I don't really care. I'm selling these things for like $10, so I just put a little bit of weld in there. I might cut it off. I don't even know. I don't like how it looks. So yeah, I'm cutting it off. Okay, I like that a lot better. I'm gonna go ahead and just put these bevels and stuff in here, and yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm done. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I've given it some time to cool off now. So in total, this knife probably took like 30 to 40 minutes to make. Like, very easy knives to make. All I did was I took my rebar, stuck it in the forge, and hammered it down a little bit, and then shaped the blade on the anvil, cleaned it up a little bit on the belt sander, then grinded my bevels in, shined her up, and we're done. So it actually ended up fitting my hand really good. You can see I still have like a little bit of wiggler in there. I can hold it really comfortably, and it's really pretty sharp. I like it. So I'm gonna try to get 20 bucks out of it at the farmer's market tomorrow, which today's Friday. So we'll see if I get it. So I'm gonna hop off here and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Also, for anyone who's wondering, which I'm sure you're probably not, how I got the shiny look on the rebar is I took and I heated it up with the torch, just kind of warm enough to where I wouldn't want to grab it barehanded. So I took it, heated it up, and I took some wax. I actually used my odorless trap wax, what I used to, you know, dye and wax my traps with. I just took that, rubbed it on the hot metal, and that kind of seals it all and keeps it from rusting and stuff. You know, it just helps preserve it, give it a longer life expectancy. So here's one knife I made today, and then this is the one I made on camera. So I really like them, but yeah, that's all I had to say.